NBA free agency has commenced. It is past 6 p.m. on Sunday.
Let's
and
go.
some big news out right now. Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant are teaming up to play in Brooklyn. So Boston sports fans got their wish. They chased Irving out of town, but the Nets are looking pretty good right now. So.
Well, you should say change that. One of them is playing right now.
Right.
Both of them
Right.
are signed,
Right.
but one of them is going to play.
Right, of course. So did Kyrie end up coming out on top after all of this?
I mean, if you ask Kyrie, of course, yeah. I don't think Kyrie's ever not come out on top if you ask him. But I think the Celtics, at the end, they get what they want. Kyrie gets what he wants. It's about bringing on players who want to be part of something, right? Who want to be part of your organization, want to be in your city. And for whatever reason, that just wasn't Kyrie. He didn't want to stay in Boston. That's his decision, and that's the one he had the right to make. That's what free agency is all about,
Yes,
right?
yes.
People aren't going to like that. Obviously, fans aren't going to like that, and I'm sure it might actually be the loudest boo in TD Garden history.
No, it will be.
It will
Yeah.
be the
It
loudest
will
boo in TD Garden history, but it's not so much about Kyrie going to Brooklyn. I think for Celtics fans, they have to focus on Kemba Walker coming to Boston.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's ultimately it for Celtic fans. I mean, our guy Nick and everybody else wants to kick at Kyrie going out the door.
He won't sign basketballs. He won't do all
I
this
mean,
stuff.
I don't think you kick at. I mean, there was some excitement with Kyrie,
Right.
and I think he played. There were times he was brilliant, but you know, the fit just was not right. When you think about him as a basketball player coming here, now he gets the opportunity to go exactly where he wanted to go, and that to me, that any basketball player should have that chance. I just believe at the end of the day, focusing on what the Celtics got back is more important for Celtic fans. Although we want the boo, I think to get Kemba Walker is a great fit for the Celtics, a guy who can shoot the ball, UConn product, wants to come here. Everybody's always said that. The one thing people said, free agents don't want to come to Boston.
Right.
Well, that's not the case.
Recently,
you have a guy, a very good player who's coming here, who is an all-star, who's coming to Boston.
Yeah, I mean, you had Gordon Hayward, you have Al Horford, now you have Kemba Walker. These players are starting to see Boston as a destination.
And you know, let's talk about as basketball.
Right.
Because every other sport has gotten free agents.
Right.
Except basketball. You know, when we start talking about that, you look at the Red Sox have gotten free agents. You look at the Patriots, they've gotten free agents. The Celtics, for whatever reason, people have talked about it like this is not a destination.
Right. And this segment is powered by betonline.ag. Head to clnsmedia.com/win. Enter promo code CLNS50 for 50% added back to your sportsbook bankroll. So like you said...
Would you have bet on Kyrie not going someplace? Would that have been it?
Dude, Brooklyn was the heavy favorite.
Yes, I
early
would have bet on him
Yeah.
going to the Nets. But you said Kevin Durant, obviously, with his injury, he's not going to play for the first year. So does that sort of pave the way for the Celtics now with Kemba to contest for that number one spot in the East? Or do you think that the Nets are now, with the players that they have, are the favorite, or do you think it's someone else?
I think there's going to be growing pains for sure. I mean, it's similar to Boston, right? I mean, Kyrie joins the Celtics and Gordon Hayward goes down. He has to play the first year without his the number two guy. You can make the case that Kyrie's the number two guy here in Brooklyn, obviously, but there's going to be an adjustment for year one. There's going to be another adjustment for year two when Kevin Durant, who is, obviously you're building teams around that guy, Kyrie's going to have to adjust, I imagine, crazy his game.
Yeah, so I believe that is the case. I think if you look at where the Celtics are answering your question, I think the Celtics do have an opportunity right now,
For sure.
which is ahead of them to possibly win. But is there a guy up in Canada that hasn't left yet?
Hasn't left yet.
Why?
Are we talking about that? That might be the key to what the Celtics are going to do.
Yeah.
If Kawhi Leonard leaves town, then I think it becomes more wide open. But right now you're talking about the guys up north who are the world champions. So I think the path either way is going to be a tough one.
I mean, if you're the Celtics, you still have some holes you need to fill. Obviously, they still need a big man. They've got money left to do something. They obviously have a trade situation that they can work out as well. But they're the type of team that if you look at the East, Kawhi is still a question mark. Yeah. It's open. It's open, going into next season. I think the Celtics have a good chance, just like others.
For all of our free agency coverage, head to our website at clnsmedia.com and make sure to subscribe to our YouTube for all of our videos regarding the Celtics and this free agency at CLNS Media.